So the middle year program has an intense focus on skill based. How is he able to analyze the information? However, it is very different than a regular grading system.
Hi, welcome to Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Miss Sonika, who is the facilitator for language and literature and also the approaches to learning lead when it comes to MYP, the middle years program in IB curriculum. Let's speak to her and understand more about what is MYP, what are the finer details that parents should know about it, and other concerns that parents are likely to have while joining their kid in the school. She works at Amrita International Vidyalayam, which is in Studasandra. And if you want to know more about this school, you can always reach out to Yellow Slate and we will help you connect with the school as well. So, ma'am, to begin with, for laymen, people want to understand what is MYP, what is PYP, how are they segregated? Is it based on ages or classes? And what is after MYP? Can you give us a small brief about these jargons first?
So IB is an international baccalaureate program in which, based on the age groups, we have early years, that is for the toddler levels, and we have, in layman perspective, the Mont setup, right? And in PYP is a primary setup. It has grades starting from 1 to 5, and students from PYP 5 graduate and move to MYP, which is a middle year program. So we could add the grades from 6 to 10. And after grade 10, they graduate to diploma program, which is again an established IB program.
Got it. And speaking about MYP in particular, we have heard that MYP focuses a lot on skill-based learning, where imparting skill is given a lot of importance during these years. So can you tell us more about what do you mean by skill? What sort of skills are kids expected to learn during these years?
Yes, so the middle year program has an intense focus on skill-based learning. We want the students to be future ready. And there are certain skills like communication skill, thinking skill, social skills, self-management skills. So these are contributing to the holistic development of the students. We want the students to face real life situations with confidence and therefore help them adapt to it and make them lifelong learners. The emphasis is given on the skill-based learning.
Got it. And can you take us through a journey of a kid while trying to get better with these skills? For example, communication. What sort of journey does a kid go through while trying to get better with communication as a skill?
So let's say that we are looking at developing the communication skill, which is a very broad skill. Right? Yeah. So we have many sub-skills. It's like a category. The communication skill is a category in itself, and we have certain clusters like, how the child is able to receive information, how is he able to analyze the information, what kind of output are they able to give in terms of speaking to an audience, how confident are they able to express freely, and where do we think that little nudging is required for that child to be a good orator, because communication is the base of what we do in every step that we take, right, in the academics as well as real life situation. So we are ensuring that the child is taken step by step with all the sub skills and is a communicator by the end of the term.
Fantastic. And I believe all this, to be able to evaluate all these skills over one examination in the 3 hours on pen and paper would be quite difficult. But how is it evaluated then? How are the kids evaluated in each of these skills?
Yes, so that is a very interesting question again, because pen and paper is a part of MYP, middle year program. However, it is very different than a regular grading system. Here, it is solely dependent on criteria-based assessment. So we have a certain set of criteria based on which the students are It could be, again, connecting it to a communication skill. And I'm, looking forward to understand how the child is able to analyze well. So we could probably get into an analysis of a character in any novel. And, I'm able to assess the child based on the predefined criteria. So we are not solely depending on the marking system here, and it is giving me the outcome of how much the child has, moved from where he was and where he is currently.
Got it. And speaking about service as an action is a integral part of the entire MYP program, is what we've heard. Can you throw more light on what is this and how is it being implemented in Amrita?
Yes. So, middle year program has a very vital part called as a services action, and it is a part of the student learning. It is not an external body. Like, what is so different about this is we are ensuring that students are instilled with a sense of social responsibility, ethically being aware of, the needs and how they can contribute to problem solving. This is a part of their learning, and they keep on working on how we can be better, how we can make the surroundings better, who are those people whom we can reach out to, and what difference can we make in the process. So services action is an integral part of the middle year program.
So are there any on-ground activities that a student has to perform or take part in as part of
Yes.
this services action? What sort of activities generally students at Amrita take part in?
Yes. So at Amrita, students recently had visited an NGO nearby in the Chodasandra area, where they interacted with all the senior citizens of that NGO, and they were able to, share their learnings with them, understand what kind of challenges they are facing, and they spent an entire day with them, bringing back a lot of memories. So these kind of programs are already a part of our school.
Got it. And since you said it's from 6th standard to 10th, that MYP
Yes, grade
program,
6 to 10.
yeah, grade 6 to grade 10 is what MYP is. And I believe it is in 9th standard, they have to pick and choose subjects that they want to take forward. And what sort of support is given to students at Amrita while choosing the subjects that they are passionate about? Is there any counseling sessions, or do they get any exposure to what is in store for them in future if they pick up a particular subject?
Yes. So what happens is once the students start their MYP journey, that is MYP 1, 2, and 3, they are exploring and they are exposed to multiple options of what are their choices. Let's say that personally some students are very inclined towards language and literature. Then we have a different set of students who are inclined towards mathematics, and then there are some brilliant artists in the class. So they are explored to a number of options, and by the time they are in MYP 3, they have a fair idea of their own strength and challenges. And we have career counselors who will be helping them to take the decision based on their interest.
Got it. And speaking about the typical academic calendar, in which month do they have the final assessment? When do they have holidays, and when will the academic year start for IB curriculum?
So it again depends on what type of calendar we are following. So at Amrita, we are following the Indian calendar, which our academic year starts in the month of June and it is concluded in the month of March.
Before we wind up, parents certainly would want to know the admission process at Amrita. So what does the admission process in Amrita looks like, and should they go through, should a student go through some examinations or a test before they take the admission?
Yes, I think that is a very important question. So at Amrita, we welcome all the students, students with different, learning talents, and because the learning objectives here are very much custom made and tailor made to the type of learners that we have, because we have different type of learners coming from all across. The differentiated instruction that they get here is definitely going take them miles ahead in making their learning journey successful. So at Amrita, we are welcoming all students who are interested in the middle years program, and so once they reach the school, they will have to give a prior knowledge assessment, wherein we would like to understand how far is the child confident to join the program, and followed by a interview by the head of the school, and therefore the process will continue.
Got it. Thank you so much for coming forward and sharing all these thoughts. We look forward to meeting you once again and speaking more about the MYP program, because there's so many doubts that parents will have, and we would love to speak to you and help all those parents through you. Thank you very much again for your time.